Cinemas, gaming arcades, and other leisure spots in GCQ areas starting today. But Metro Manila mayors are saying this is actually a bad idea. With increasing vaccine hesitancy among Filipinos, the Interior Department is blaming fake news and unverified reports circulating on social media. Global COVID-19 cases have reached 108 million, while the total number of coronavirus infections in the Philippines nears the 550,000 mark. Register to vote. COMELEC is extending voter registration hours to encourage more people to participate in the 2022 polls. And love is in the air. Dozens of couples in Thailand tied the knot on top of elephants. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Charles Lejano. The Metro Manila Council has decided to defer the planned reopening of cinemas in the capital region. This after local chief executives expressed concern over the reopening of leisure spots, fearing this might cause a surge in COVID-19 cases. To give us more details, we have with us on the line Metro Manila Council Chairman and Parañaque City Mayor Edwin Olivares. Good morning, Mayor. Can you hear us?
Yes, good morning, sir. Magandang umaga po sa mga nakikinig po sa atin.
Right, magandang umaga po, Mayor. Now that the Council has decided to defer, at least for now, the reopening of cinemas and similar establishments, what happens next?
Yes, kinausap po natin si Secretary Roque ng ating pong chairman ng MMDA, si Chairman Avalos, na i-defer muna po yung implementation ng ating pagbubukas ng cinema. And this coming Wednesday, we will have a meeting with the economic team of the IATF at yung po kasama na bubuo ng ating Metro Manila Council. At doon po pag-uusapan po yung pros and cons this coming Wednesday.
Okay, Mayor, para lang po malinaw, ito pong pagbubukas is not just for cinemas but also for other similar establishments like gaming arcades and other leisure places. Tama po ba?
Tama po yan, tama po yan. Doon po sa iba po natin pagbubukas ng ating po mga establishment, wala pong against ang ating Metro Manila Council. Ihintay lang po namin yung guidelines, yung specific guidelines para po sa iba. Kasi hindi naman po umaagis ang MMC sa pagbubukas sa economy. At alam naman natin na hirap po ang taong bayan. Yung unemployment natin tumataas. Yung ating pong hunger, tumataas din po yan percentage sa Metro Manila. Pero we have not to sacrifice yung ating minimum health protocol, yung pagpapatupad, para hindi tayo magkaroon ng spike muli dito sa Metro Manila.
Okay, Mayor, we have Navotas Mayor Toby Tiangco saying that Metro Manila mayors were actually not consulted by the IATF prior to their announcement. Is this accurate?
Tama po yan. Kaya nga, reason po, pumayag po sila for deferment para this Wednesday, we will discuss to them regarding this opening of establishment in Metro Manila.
Okay, Mayor, let's move on now to the reopening of places of worship. Ito po mga simbahan. Tuloy pa rin po ba ang pagluwang dito?
Yes, tuloy na po yan. At meron po kami nga MMT resolution po yan na ine-endorse po namin sa IATF yung 50% na pagbubukas doon po sa seating capacity ng mga religious activities all over Metro Manila.
Right, Mayor, if, for example, the IATF still decides to push through with this plan, can the mayors refuse to implement the easing of restrictions, or would you be able to somehow appeal this otherwise with the IATF?
Yes, actually, ganun po yan. Close coordination po ang MMC sa IATF sa pinag-uusapan kasi alam naman po ng ating IATF, ang nag-i-implement po yan, yung pong ating LGU.
All right, so for those na gusto manood na sine, we'll have to wait just a little bit longer. Thank you for your time this morning, Mayor. That was Parañaque City Mayor and Metro Manila Council Chairman Edwin Olivares. This time last year, the government had yet to take in the full-scale impact of the COVID-19 outbreak, with officials even pushing for a nationwide mall sale to boost tourism. Now it's a different story with shopping malls and retailers trying to lure back business. How's it looking so far for the sector? Let's watch this. coronavirus cases worldwide topped the 108 million mark over the weekend. And as of 5:30 this morning, data from Johns Hopkins University shows that the US still has the highest number of infections globally with 27.6 million. The global death toll now stands at almost 2.4 million, while total recoveries around the world is now at around 60.9 million. China refused to give raw data on early COVID-19 cases to the WHO-led team probing the pandemic's origins. One investigator says this could complicate efforts to understand how the outbreak began. Reuters' Olivia Chan reports.
A World Health Organization investigator said on Saturday that China refused to hand over raw data on early COVID-19 cases. A WHO team probing the origins of the pandemic had requested raw patient data on 174 cases from the early phase of the outbreak in the city of Wuhan in December 2019. But Dominic Dwyer, an Australian infectious disease expert who is a member of the team, said only summaries were provided.
In the ideal world, you would go through it patient by patient by patient. And that's what we call a line missing. And that's standard practice for an outbreak investigation. In this situation, the Chinese gave us the results. We would have liked, I guess, to have seen the raw data, but that can still come.
He said the data was especially important as only half of the cases had exposure to the Huanan seafood market, where the virus was initially detected. The White House on Saturday said they have, quote, deep concerns about the WHO COVID-19 report from China. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan called on China to make available data from the earliest days of the outbreak. He said in a statement that it is imperative the report be independent and free from, quote, alteration by the Chinese government. However, another member of the WHO mission, zoologist Peter Daszak, described, quote, trust and openness with my China counterparts, adding that they did get access to critical data throughout. The WHO and the Chinese Foreign Ministry did not immediately reply to a request for comments. The COVID-19 probe has been plagued by delay, concerns over access, and bickering between Beijing and Washington, which accused China of hiding the extent of the initial outbreak. Beijing has previously defended its transparency and its cooperation with the WHO missions.
Total COVID-19 cases in the country are nearing the 550,000 mark. The DOH reports 1,900 new infections as of yesterday, pushing the active case count to nearly 26,000. Around 93% are asymptomatic or mild cases. The virus claimed the lives of 8 patients as of Sunday, bringing the death toll to more than 11,500. On the other hand, nearly 11,000 new recoveries were reported yesterday, bringing the total number of recoveries to some 511,000. Here are the biggest stories from the dailies. Filipino Star Ngayon reports that the Interior Department is worried over the low demand for vaccines. Interior Undersecretary Jonathan Malaya explained that vaccine hesitancy is caused by unverified negative reports about vaccines on social media. That's why Malaya reiterated that authorized COVID-19 vaccines are safe and effective for public use. The Philippine Star reports that displaced workers in the country surged in January as more companies adopted flexible work arrangements and temporary closures. The latest report from the Labor Department shows that over 130,000 workers nationwide lost their jobs or suffered income loss for the first month of 2021. And that number rose by almost 20,000, almost 78% higher compared to the same period last year. COMELEC has extended its voter registration schedule in a bid to boost the number of new voters for the 2022 elections. Pangmasa reports that starting this week, COMELEC offices across the country will be open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. from Tuesdays to Saturdays. Mondays, meanwhile, are reserved for disinfection of registration sites. The entire world was filled with love as many celebrations celebrated Valentine's Day over the weekend. Love was definitely in the air over in Thailand, as 59 couples tied the knot on top of elephants during a special Valentine's Day wedding ceremony. The annual event hosted at the Nong Nuch Tropical Garden is usually attended by over 100 couples, but this year, this number was cut in half due to the COVID-19 pandemic. And over in India, a pair of donkeys were declared husband and wife at a unique wedding ceremony on Sunday. The donkey couple was decorated for the occasion and were united in marriage by members of the Kannada movement Vatal party. The group explained that whether it's an animal or a human being, everyone has the right to fall in love and to be given respect. And that's how the day is shaping up to be. Join us later at 10 a.m. as we monitor the day's biggest stories from sunrise to sundown. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Just register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Charles Lejano. We're One News.